Our countdown to Vaqueros game day continues. We are joined now by the head coach of the UTRGV Vaqueros football team, Coach Travis Bush. Coach, thanks so much for joining us today.
Yes, appreciate it.
Coach, 50 more days until the football season officially starts. I know it's been about 500, give or take, since you were hired as the head football coach here at UTRGV. But talk to me about what this number signifies in terms of where you guys are at as a team in preparation for the season.
Is 971 to be exact for the day I was hired. So it's been a it's been a while, but at the same time it's flown by. And for us, we kind of break our calendar year into 4 quarters. So we're kind of in the back end of the third quarter here, and so for the team. They're kind of in the second half of their summer conditioning and getting some skill work there. For us as a staff, really kind of after July 4th. July 4th is kind of our go time. After July 4th is football season, so we're full-fledged in there and in meetings and finalizing all our schemes, offense, defense, our installs, our install plans, special teams, etc. We started looking at our opponents for this fall, kind of breaking those guys down and getting some preliminary game plans there. But really just getting ready for training camp. And we guys report officially to training camp July 30th, and we got 31 days to have 25 practices to be ready as good as we can on August 30th.
Well, it's been a long road to get to this point where we're just 50 days away. A lot has obviously gone into setting the foundation for this program. I imagine a lot of sleepless nights for you guys, or a lot of low sleep nights. Just talk to me, is there a specific story that really stands out throughout this process, whether it's a conversation with a coach or a player or a late night in the office, that really stands out as special to you during the course of these last few years?
Really, I think it's the entire process, and you go back to 971 days. Well, the day after that press conference, me and Chase Conk sat in an office for about 9 hours, and just really with a blank sheet of paper, and to look back at that day, and then we had a map with just a field, a grass field, and we drew a square, and the practice facility is going to be here, and we talked about stadium, we talked about plan and staff and budget, and just from the day it was just me and him, and we kind of joked about hey, you're going to have football players one day, but now then it just to put the staff together and bring those guys in, and the first 4 guys that got here, and we grinded for that first spring, and then to get the first class on campus, and then really to go through the process over this last year of building this roster. And we finally have our football team. We finally have the official 105 roster now that we're going to kick off in 50 days with. So it's just it's been a fun process, and really just cherishing each of those moments and hurdles along the way.
Certainly, 100%. And, for those who don't know, you were part of the program up at UTSA in San Antonio when they started their football program. You were on that coaching staff. When you look back at that, it's almost 20 years ago at this point. What really stands out about that first season that you feel like you're going to take into this season with UTRGV to help the team play better, perform better?
And we kind of talk about a lot of things with our staff as well. I think the 2 words that come to mind are patience, or 2 phrases, patience and then sense of urgency. And there is a patience involved with things of building, and there's still some unknowns. There's things we're not going to figure out until we get in ball games. But at the same time, there's that sense of urgency. And, we've got 3 team goals, 3 program goals in our program. The third one's to compete for championships. So there's a sense of urgency to see how quickly we can get to that goal, and for our name and our program to be in the mix of that stuff. So, but again, there's still so many things. There's still so many unknowns. We've got 50 new guys on the roster, or 30 new guys on the roster that weren't even here in the spring training. So we haven't even gotten them into a practice yet. So there's that patience of kind of letting some things develop and evaluating along the way. We're going to have great facilities, but we're not in them yet. So there's still the patience of getting in that building and being able to add that to what we're doing every day. But again, it's that sense of urgency that we got 50 days, and our goal is to put the best product on the field to represent this university and this region down here.
Well, you touched on it a little bit there, and Coach Bush might make me run hills for asking this question because it is a little bit generic. But goals for the season, what are the Travis Bush? Yeah. Put it on the whiteboard. This is what I want to see this team accomplish this fall.
I think, we talk about goals as well, and I think, again, that's a little a preliminary right now, and I think the goals will evolve. Right now we're focused on winning each day, and it's about how good can we be every day on what we have, the tasks we have right now. Definitely ball game one, we hope everyone, we hope everyone in the stands, we hope they're saying, hey, everything's detailed, they're organized, these guys compete, they play hard, they're fast, they're physical. But as far as goals right now, we're not talking championship, we're not talking winning X amount of games. We're focused on winning each day. Now, as that evolves, our goal right now is to find out who the top starters, who we're going to start for August 30th. And even now we don't need to be at our best by August 30th. We need to be our best on September 26th when we get on that plane to go play our first conference game in Louisiana. So we've got that time. Again, it goes back to that patience of developing over the next couple of months still. And we're going to continue to develop throughout the season. But you never know. You look up at the open week and we're 5-1 and 4-2, and now your goals change. And now you talk about championships,
Yeah, absolutely. One more quick one. Are the last 50 days the fastest or the shortest?
They're going to go the quickest. It's going to fly by.
It's going to be exciting once we get there. Coach Bush, thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to tune in later in the day on Take 5. Coach Bush will join us there to continue our conversation about the upcoming season. Coach Bush, thank you so much again for taking the time.
Appreciate it.
We appreciate it. We'll be right back with more Channel 5 News after the break.